Hello everyone, myself Dr. Santhosh, Assistant Professor in the Department of Shalakya Tantra, Yenepoya Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital. Today my topic is about the anatomy of cornea and its insights from Ayurveda. So to begin with, we have a picture where it shows the eye with some structure removed. So that is the common structure which is involved in donation. So that is nothing but cornea. So when we talk about donation of eye, it is actually donation of cornea that we are speaking about. So this is the specific learning objective. We will just introduce about the cornea and we'll see about some histology and nerve supply of cornea. The blood supply is not there, that the reason we'll see later. So this is how we define cornea. Cornea is a transparent, avascular, anterior 1/6 of the outer fibrous tunic of the eyeball. So it is a watch glass like structure. The watch glass is something we use in the chemistry lab. So these are the dimensions. So the anterior surface of cornea is mostly elliptical and the posterior surface is circular. The importance we will see later. These are the dimensions as I told. So this is the thickness of cornea. So the normal range is 540 microns. The importance of this thickness comes in the pathology of glaucoma, where central corneal thickness plays a huge role. So this is the radius of curvature. The central 5 mm of cornea is the powerful refracting surface of the cornea. So this is the calculation for refractive index of the cornea. So the power of cornea is 45 diopters. So it is almost 1/3 of whole of the eye. It contributes majorly for the power of the eye. So this is the histology. From anterior to posterior, cornea has 6 layers. So it is corneal epithelium, Bowman's membrane, corneal stroma, Duva's layer or the predecimates membrane, decimates membrane and endothelium. We will see one by one. The epithelium is non-keratinized. Keratinized epithelium is something which sheds like skin. Because this is non-keratinized, cornea does not shed. So non-keratinized stratified squamous type of epithelium is seen here. Stratified squamous, strata means something which is in group. So the important thing about this epithelium is the cells are very tightly packed. So why it is tightly packed means to prevent anything going inside. So second layer is Bowman's membrane. It is nothing but condensed collagen fibrils. So the importance of this is once the injury reaches Bowman's membrane piercing corneal epithelium, once the Bowman's membrane is destroyed, it cannot regenerate. So it will only heal by scarring. So the third layer is the major contributor for the corneal layers. It is the stroma. So it is again collagen fibrils which has some cells like keratocytes, macrophages scattered in the material or the substance of stroma. So the fourth layer is Duva's layer or the predecimates membrane. Dr. Harminder Singh Duva was someone who discovered this layer in 2013. So this layer is again made of collagen. It is very strong and impervious to air. So the fifth layer is the decimates membrane. It is again very strong collagen fibrils and the glycoproteins. So this is resistant to chemical, stroma and any kinds of pathological process. Once the injury pierces epithelium, Bowman's membrane, stroma and reaches predecimates membrane and reaches decimates membrane, it tries to resist as far as possible. It creates a decimatocele where a structure is formed like a sac like structure is formed on the cornea. It is called decimatocele. So the importance of decimates membrane is it can regenerate. The one more important thing is it contributes to the anterior chamber angle also. So as we see, the Schwab's line is nothing but the periphery of the Decimet's membrane. As you can see in the picture, the decimetocele is formed. So this indicates the injury has pierced all the 4 layers and has reached Decimet's membrane. The 6th layer is the endothelium, but it's a misnomer. The cells are not actually endothelial cells, it is actually epithelial cells itself. The role of endothelium of cornea is it keeps the cornea dehydrated. As we know, blood supply is not there for cornea, so it's a avascular structure that helps in maintaining the transparency of the structure. The nerve supply of cornea is by anterior ciliary nerves, which are the branches of ophthalmic division of the trigeminal nerve. When we have to see the insights from Ayurveda, Vagbhata mentions 3 important layers of Krishna Mandala. Krishna Mandala, we can take it as cornea. So he tells 3 patala, Prathama, Dvitiya and Tritiya. The Prathama patala is Tvacha, is what he tells. Tvacha is nothing but our corneal epithelium. So if you can see the shloka, he mentions symptoms like Toda, which is pain, Ashru, which is watering of eyes, Raga, which is redness. So all these layers can be seen when corneal epithelium is damaged. The second layer, or the Dvitiya patala, is nothing but the layers from corneal epithelium till Decimet's membrane. So he tells the prognosis as Yapya. Yapya means it can only be managed with not definite cure. So as the symptoms suggest, there will be increased symptoms, but because the prognosis is Yapya, it slightly, it goes in favor of mostly in favor of Decimet's membrane. So from corneal epithelium till Decimet's membrane, we can take it as Dvitiya patala. So the third layer is the Tritiya patala. We can tell it as the corneal endothelium because it's the last layer, and Vagbhata tells once the injury reaches this layer, it is not curable by medicine. So surgery is the only option left, and the cornea needs to be transplanted. So to summarize, cornea is a transparent avascular anterior 1/6 outer tunic of the eyeball. So the refractive power is 45 diopters. We have 6 layers from anterior to posterior, and the nerve supply is by anterior ciliary nerves, which are the branches of ophthalmic division of the 5th cranial nerve, that is trigeminal nerve. So these are the references I took. Thank you.